why are you trying to match a girl's energy?
I'm trying to match her pettiness. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, why?
Because
you think two wrongs make a right?
When we go overseas, we exotic.
You love saying that.
We
Think
about all the places I go, because look, I go to China, I go to Australia, they looking like, like pointing, really tall. You know what I'm saying? We look like we dinosaurs before people look at us there walking down the street like, look.
Being fetishized and being appreciated are two different things. People fetishize black men. Ooh, you're tall, your skin, like you're being fetishized.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing that
That's
white people are different. No, it's not.
Black women are the most frowned upon by all the races.
Have your preference, but don't bring us down while you're doing it. If you want to be with a woman that's not American or not white, do that. But stop referencing it to a black woman.
Who are our popular top women, and what do they talk about? Black women want to be treated a certain way, but act a certain way.
You can't generalize a whole group of women.
I'm trying to think, what race you think least contributes to society?
I don't think I want to answer that question.
You can't answer that. You go. This is the taking over the game. All right, everybody. Welcome to Truth After Dark.
Do you think that men or women are more toxic? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of The Truth After. Okay, wait a minute. I have the hiccups.
What?
I'm done. Okay, let me start. Yeah.
That's bad.
All right,
okay. I'll open this up, though.
Go ahead.
What is going on here? Can we do a show?
Yeah. I'm
can't
so
do that all
sorry.
show.
This is crazy. You have to scare me. They say if you scare me,
take
it'll
a
go.
shot or something. That's crazy.
Okay.
Hello, what's happening, y'all? Welcome to Truth After Dark with another episode. Yeah, I am your boy, The Truth, Paul Peasy, and this is the lovely Azar Farideh. We're going to jump right into it. Another week, more topics to cover. What you got on the menu today, though? You looking nice.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to go over some current events. Hot topics. So number one is Cardi B is pregnant. You know, she's pregnant. Man. She just dropped her album. She's in the streets shaking that ass. But there's a lot of people who have things to say because they feel like, oh boy, Stefon.
Album went platinum.
Album is cracking, I heard. I haven't got a chance to listen to it, but I heard the album is cracking.
Okay.
A lot of people feel like Stefon is trifling because he got like all these baby mamas. I guess he has 2 babies simultaneously on the way right now, not including Cardi B. So they're like, this man just does anything out here in these streets.
And so what they saying?
So they feel like she's dumb. Why is she having a baby by this man? They only been together X amount of time. She was married or she was with Offset. She has already these kids, whatever the case may be. Everyone has their opinion.
Man, Cardi can do whatever she wants. She living her best life. She said, look, I done had the rapper. Let me give me some NFL. You dig? And, and then, you know, if that don't work out, we move on to the NBA after that. You just never know.
You just never know.
She living her best life.
Man. I will say he has a type because his baby mamas, they all look that same look. Like Cardi B, the two, like, good? Yeah, they look like, you know how Cardi looks like.
Look like superstars?
Like the same type of look, like Latina, like the body done, like they all have that. They're beautiful. I think they're all beautiful. First of all, I love Cardi B. No one can tell me nothing about Cardi B because she's authentic to herself and she always keeps it a stack. And I love her.
But this is the thing. Cardi B knew who Offset was before getting with Offset, right? He did what he did. She know who Stefon Diggs is before getting with him and how he moved. So what that say about her? You know what I'm saying though? So don't look at her and say why she moved. No, she in the streets too. Just like she in the streets too. And and just because some of it's public, but I bet it's a lot of stuff that ain't public. So
But I will say that with Offset, he didn't have like a whole lot of shit going on. Like he don't have no whole bunch of baby moms and like crazy situations. And I feel like, sometimes you can have a perception of somebody and they can show you a different side of them and you can believe that. And you could fall for that and you could be in love with that. And it could break your heart when you find out that it's really not what it is. Yeah. So that's just my opinion.
Next up.
I'm done. So Carisha wrote a letter for Diddy and everyone is like,
Who's Carisha?
Oh, Young Miami.
Oh, okay.
And they used to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I know, but you calling her by her government. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she's like, goes by that sometimes. Like her podcast is called Carisha Please.
Okay.
So she wrote a judgment, what is it called? A character reference for Diddy. And she's like, he's a good man. She's just pumping him up. And people feel away because it's like, how can you say this is a good man when you saw him dragging Cassie across the floor on a video? You know what I mean? Like, and so people have their opinions and they're like, she's so fucked up. Like, how could she really give a character reference? Like, do you have no heart? Like, you just gonna watch this man do all of this to Cassie and this woman and you see it on video.
What's she supposed to say?
I'm just, she doesn't have to write a letter.
Yeah, I get it. But like, damn, like every human being, regardless of their discretions or what they've done, evil or not evil, like everybody has some type of support and people got to get over that. Like if she want to defend him and show love through his time of need, that's on her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's axe murderers, serial killers that got a support system. Yeah. Or some people that's just like, man, that go out for them. So like, man, leave that alone, man. All this society that we live in, they too sensitive and cancel culture. And because somebody do one thing, you ain't supposed to say nothing to them or say nothing positive about them. I'm off that bullshit.
But where does the line that you draw when it comes to that?
That was her ex-man. So this ain't like she ain't no fan.
No, I'm not defending it.
This is her ex-man. She could go defend him.
I'm not arguing you about this. Yeah. I'm asking a question.
What you ask?
And I'm saying, where do you draw the line though when you say, okay, you can say positive things about a person even though they had indiscretions, but what point is it like those indiscretions are foul? Because like if you're a pedophile, you're done. Like in my opinion, if you raping little children, it's out for you. Like you have to have a moral compass, and people have to have something that they stand on. Like that's why there's the Bible, or people believe in God, or people have this. You have to have some type of moral guiding that will tell you what you mess with and what you don't, because it's too much going on in the world.
If you a pedophile and I am your boy or your brother, my support for you is gonna be like, here, listen, man, I'm gonna go to religion. Like, here, I got this Bible, man. That ain't it, dog. That ain't it. Like, that's like a whole nother level now when you talk about things like that and rape and all that. That's like, man, yeah, I gotta bring religion into the game now. Like, hey, we gotta pray, man. You and I gotta do it in silent. I'm not letting the world know that I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? People can support, but in silent.
Well, that's what people are saying about the Carisha thing. Yeah. Because he was claimed to be a rapist and to do a lot of these things.
Well, I feel like some things she don't have to let the world know.
Yeah, and I think I get that. You can support people in private, but because you're publicly supporting him and also helping, like, if I know a rapist, a pedophile, or anything, am I going to help them get out of jail necessarily? No, maybe I'll support them while they're in jail and like send them books and help them with certain stuff. But I mean, I think that, and I'm just being honest, we live in a world where celebrities, they're idolized too much and they can get away with a lot more. So anyways, the next thing is Devin Haney. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
He's suing his ex for $350K.
Run that back. Run that jewelry and them watches and all that car back. Run that back. Yeah, get over there. I'm gonna be petty.
That's so petty.
Because she probably was petty, so now I'm gonna be petty. Run that back. I need that.
Well, she was also the one that was pillow talking to Young Thug while he was in jail, talking about crying. I wish I could be with you instead.
Yeah. Now run them jewels
But that was
back.
a long time ago, and he decided to stay with her. So that's his bad.
Run that back. Petty. Yeah, let's go. I'm with you, Dev. Run that.
I think that's really petty, though. I'm gonna be
It
honest.
is, right? It is, but so what?
Yeah, but I just
Girls
feel,
do it all the time, so I ain't even tripping.
What are girls asking to run back?
No, I'm saying they petty. It ain't about the run back. It's about the pettiness.
But why are you trying to be like a girl?
Everybody's petty. It ain't pettiness.
You're
is not
the one
a
who
girl.
just said girls do it all the time. So why are you
pettiness
stooping?
Is not a girl thing.
I never said it was.
Yes,
you said
are.
girls do it all the time. So I said, why are you trying to match a girl's energy?
I'm trying to match her pettiness. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, why?
Because
you think two wrongs make a right?
This is just what it is right now.
Like, why can't we
You made
lead
me
by
feel a certain way.
example?
You embarrassing me, so now I'm gonna embarrass you on some petty shit.
I feel like we need to live in a generation where we
I
can
ain't saying
lead.
I do that. I'm just saying I ain't mad at it. Go ahead, yeah. Man, these females be trying to embarrass us all on social media all the time, and now this is this lick back. This is a good way to lick back without being actually, being on some domestic. Okay, cool. I'd rather a guy do that to a girl than be on some real ass domestic. You know what I'm saying? We get it back in other ways.
I would say this. I feel like men have to be smarter because you had a girl that was publicly talking to Young Thug in jail years ago or whenever that was. It wasn't this year. And you literally stayed with this woman, married this woman, and you continue to take the disrespect. And then you continue to buy her $350K in gifts. And now you're so hurt and down bad that you got to go to court and sue a woman for those things.
Because my name is on that. I didn't put it in your name. Run that. Yep.
His name is on what?
On the jury and all that, whatever. Let's go. Run that. Back to original place of setting.
Okay.
What we got? Oh man, the cops is coming after that one.
I'm over it. Next thing, okay. Boom. So there's an NBA player, and he went on Justin LeBoy's podcast, and he was talking. He just had a $200 million deal, and he said that he goes 50-50 with his girlfriend for rent, for everything. And Justin was like, "What? This is ridiculous. Like, why would you do that?" Da, 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 da. And he was like, I just feel like, what if we don't stay together? And I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna be my wife, and I'm doing all of this, but this is my girl. And he was like, and we did end up breaking up 5 months later. And he's like, so I didn't feel like this was someone that I was gonna spend the rest of my life with. I didn't know or not. So I felt like, yeah, I'm worth $200 million. And Justin was like, damn, and she probably doesn't make a lot of money. She's trying to do this, she's trying to do that. And he was like, yeah, so I don't care.
Damn. Where was y'all living at? Was you living with her then?
Yeah, he said that they got a spot.
If you got $200 million, then you probably gonna get some rent that's gonna be about like $10,000-$15,000.
Look what he said. He asked her what she could afford, and he's like, "I'll pay the other half of that."
So he moved in with her.
He moved. I don't know who moved in with
But
who.
I'm just saying, $200 million. You not living over there on Crenshaw, like in Slauson. You ain't. That's what she can afford.
Yeah.
She can't afford over here in Beverly Hills and Calabasas and all that, but he can.
Yeah.
So like, where's the 50-50 coming in? Are you talking about like with the like the walking the dog or the housekeeper, them type of bills? But like, cause we talking about like rent and the real bills, then no.
Yeah, a lot of people were outraged in the comments, and Justin, the interviewer, was like, "This is crazy. Like, why would
Who was it?
Who was it, Darnell?
Michael Porter Jr.
Oh gosh.
What's his name? Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah. I think it's cap.
You think he's lying?
I think that's cap.
Okay. Well, yeah, he said that the bills were, he said that he was with her for 5 months and then they broke up, and he's trying to debate, like, she wants him to still pay her rent for the rest of the year because he made that promise. He was like, okay, if we break up, I'll put you and pay your rent and help you for the rest of the year. He made the promise, but he's saying to Justin, he don't know if he want to continue.
It just costs money to be with a girl. Just cost. Like, man, it just costs. Like, you just be like, damn, pay for the rest of my year and we're not together. What if I get with another girl, I'm with her, but she found out I'm paying another girl? Like, how that's going to work? You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you have another girl and then they're finding out,
Like, oh, you paying her rent? You don't need to be doing all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
exactly.
Tricky.
That is tricky.
Yeah,
like, why are you paying the rent? I would be losing it. Like, you paying a whole other woman's rent is
and you
crazy.
With me? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's wild. So that goes into, there was this text that some guy sent to his girl and everyone was like analyzing it on the internet. And he was basically like, hey, babe, I know that we're supposed to do like a Valentine's Day dinner, but unfortunately, I had to pay my baby mama's car note, so I can't do nothing for you tonight. But why don't you grab some wine and some groceries and come over and we could just chill?
Right, that's cool.
I think that's cool, but people have the issue with like, why are you paying your baby mama's car note? Like, that's not pertaining to the kids technically, so why are you paying that? So I can see it from both sides because, like, how is my kids getting around if she can't pay the car note? You know what I'm saying? She obviously needs a car and she helps take the kids to school or whatever the case is. But women were in the comments and they were like, that would never have been a problem if he didn't say he's paying his baby mama's car note. If it was just like, bills are piled up, this is going on, I can't, I can't do it, come over, that's different. But women are like, so how long have you been paying this car note? Why are you paying her car note?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing. You can't, I get it, it's the mother of your child, and she asking, that means she's being irresponsible with the child support because the most important bills is taking care of the rent and the car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, say the car note probably like between what, $250, say $500? Like, what's going on? Like, it's probably somewhere around there and she can't take care of that. Like, but I don't know, what the child support he paying either. Maybe he only giving her like $500 a month. That had to go toward the rent. She didn't have no money for the car. So I ain't really mad at that. It is the mother of his kid and you don't want her not getting to work or not be able to take the kid.
I get it.
To school. So, I ain't never been in that situation where it's like a bill like that. Nah. But, it's understandable, though. I ain't mad at that.
I can understand it from the point of, like, you need to get your kids to A and B, and this is the mother of my child, and she helps.
Man, you could just be like, I got a car. She or he could live with me. I could take her to school.
Yeah, you could do that, too. But yeah, I mean.
Shoot.
Okay, so moving on. LeBron James, he came out and he said the 3 keys to a long relationship because obviously Savannah and him been together for a long time. Yeah. And he said that this shit is not easy. It's a lot of work. And he said the 3 strongest points are communication, honesty, and being okay with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Which were interesting for those to be the top 3.
See, listen, like if you want to know about being in a long term, I'm gonna listen to guys like LeBron.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna listen to guys because when you look at them, they look like from afar it's picture perfect, and I'm gonna listen to guys like Magic Johnson, who's been with his wife for like forever. I'm gonna listen to people like that's like kind of like in that's famous too because it's harder. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to like what Jay-Z and Beyonce say about how they been able to stick it out and what they've been through. So. Like if he say it, you gotta listen to it because they've been together. They were still there, and you gotta understand the pressures from her, the pressures from him. Yeah. He over here, he gone a lot. He on the road. He playing 20 years, traveling out the country for Nike for this and that, and it's just like, damn, we still strong, we still together. After all that, and you ain't never really heard of like no real public turmoil between them. So that's
that's real.
That's so like if you're gonna have a blueprint on how to do it, as far as like. A guy that's in like the famous notoriety, just like somebody like that. But it's harder now because he's in the spotlight. Yeah. So like everybody see where he go, what he doing. So it's harder to like make mistakes.
It can go both ways.
Yeah.
Because it could be easier because men that are famous and have money get women thrown out them all the time.
Yeah.
You know, for the wrong reasons, obviously. Because, you know, it would be a different story.
Yeah, but like when you got the social media and you got the cameras and like
people can't videotape you and you'll get caught up. Like
you could get caught up easy.
You almost have to be at a private location, NDA, and it's a lot of work at that point. So it's like, damn.
Third parties involved, making calls and texts, money bag gotta be right for the like, come on, it's a lot that going. That's too much other work at this stage.
So what do you interpret him saying being okay with being uncomfortable to mean?
When he says you gotta be uncomfortable,
you gotta be okay with being uncomfortable.
You gotta be okay with being uncomfortable. Well, it's gonna be some things that you ain't gonna like about your spouse and about, you know, that you gotta, and it's gonna probably be a little uncomfortable, or they're gonna do some things. And it's just like, well, all these other things is great. You know, why dwell on that? You know, because it do become a time when you're around each other so long that it's going to be some things that you ain't really feeling. And it's going to make you a little like, damn, she coming home at 4 a.m, but you like, damn, I just came home at 4 a.m. Like, it's like, damn, it's going to be things that happen. She went on a trip with her girls and said she'd be back in 3 days, come back in 7 days.
Well, these are wild, disrespectful things.
No. Just like we just added on to it. It's just like, it's going to be some stuff that makes you uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah, I can understand that.
But it ain't consistent. It ain't a consistent uncomfortable. It's like once every blue moon.
I think I would interpret it as having uncomfortable conversations because that's where the growth lies. And I feel like a lot of times in relationships, whether it's your family, your friends, or your lover or your partner, I feel like we brush a lot of things under the rug because some conversations are too uncomfortable to have. So we allow it to fester. And that's where we end up having resentment and gripes towards our partner because we don't want to address the uncomfortable conversations. We don't want to come to you and be like, hey, look, this is that, and actually work through it and really work together to come to a solution, you know, because those are uncomfortable. When you have to have those conversations that nobody wants to bring up, nobody wants to talk about it. I'd rather just put a Band-Aid on it and deal with it later, sweep it under the rug, and then you build all of this resentment towards each other. And I feel like being uncomfortable is about having those conversations.
Well, uncomfortable, if you want to keep it 100, the most uncomfortable conversation you're going to have in a relationship is going to be something about revolving either the kids or some cheating.
I would disagree.
The most uncomfortable conversations. I feel like everything else, like what's more uncomfortable than that?
I mean, there's a lot of things that are uncomfortable. Like, you know, there's things that you have to address with people that are not going to make them happy, that are going to feel weird, and you feel awkward about having to say it. You know what I'm saying?
But like, what is that? Like,
for instance, we can give an example. Babe, sexually, I don't feel satisfied. That's uncomfortable as hell. Sexually, it's not doing it for me. That's super uncomfortable because either parties are going to feel inadequate, insecure. Do you want someone else? That's a hard conversation. So do you continue to have sex with this person and not say anything and not be satisfied, or do you communicate it? Because a lot of people will continue having the sex and they won't say what they really need because it's uncomfortable. Or same thing, babe, you know.
I don't think that's uncomfortable though.
For you, for a lot of people it is though. That would be uncomfortable for me to come to somebody and be like, hey, this is that. I will 100% do it at this state in my life. But have I been in that situation and it's scary to address someone because I don't want them to feel.
He's going to be like, damn, babe, you've been liking it this long. What right now?
Right, it's crazy now. You know what I'm saying? You let things build up and it's crazy now.
Damn, how long have you been feeling like this?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of uncomfortable things though. Like, babe, you're gaining weight and it's looking crazy.
It's not uncomfortable
for
with your
you.
partner though.
No, it's uncomfortable. As a woman, if your man is telling you that, those uncomfortable. It could be the real uncomfortable hard truths you need to hear, and you need those conversations. Yeah. You need to have those conversations. But there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, it's a lot of stuff when it has to do appearance, sex, the way that you're, romanticized with each other, all of that.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right.
So for you, that's his top 3 keys to a long relationship. What would you say are yours?
Keys to a long-term
3
relationship.
keys to a long-lasting relationship. Those were his.
I think the 3 keys, and I don't really have no order. I think I said this to you before. I think you have to be comfortable with being bored with each other.
Yeah.
But to you, it's not really. On the outside looking in, it may sound boring, but like you could just be sitting there watching a movie, but that could be the world to you. And to everybody else, they're gonna look at like, y'all boring. Y'all do is sit on the couch and watch TV. Well, to us, that's everything. So it has to be a point where you be comfortable and being bored with each other. I think keys is communication. Obviously, that's like number 1.
Okay.
I think communication is everything.
Yeah.
And then the third one is like I'm proud of your faith. I mean, damn, because like if we kind of share the same faith and we go through something and we could pray about it together, maybe that can help us get through some things.
Yeah, that's
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
I can see that. Okay. I would probably say instead of communication for me, it would be understanding, because you can communicate all day, but if the person doesn't understand what you mean, it will go nowhere. I can continue. You could talk to me and I just don't get it, you know? But I feel like understanding and coming to a place of understanding is more important in my opinion, because you could be telling me something and I don't get it at all, because maybe you're a man or maybe this, but if you help me understand it, then I can be like, oh, that makes hella sense. So I would say understanding for sure. But you can't have the understanding without the communication. So communication. And I think that the last thing would be...
Well, if you said you can't have the understanding with the communication, so is that all in one?
No, that's two different things. So like understanding, you have to communicate, obviously. And I think honesty too. I would take that from LeBron. I would definitely say being real and honest and not trying to sugarcoat things to make people just comfortable. Like being able to express your needs or why that bothered you or why you need this here or that there. Because sometimes you genuinely don't know. And you could be doing something to piss someone off and they don't know that. So they're just walking around and you're annoyed as hell, but you don't tell them. And they're like, this is regular for me. Like I had that in one of my relationships where I would do something and it just ran them low. And it was like, damn, I never knew that until he told me after being so mad about it for like months.
The only way I won't say nothing is if I told you a couple times and you continue to do it and it's just like, I can't just keep telling you.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I understand that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I've been in those type of situations.
Yeah.
I keep telling you the same thing. You don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like you're beating a dead horse. You don't want to keep.
I can't just keep like.
Exactly.
You ain't picking it up when I'm putting down.
Yeah, I get that too. At what point do you decide like, is that worth ending the relationship? If you feel like you've addressed issues multiple times that are not changing?
It depends on the level of it.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a level 3. Level 3 out of like 5 is not like, once you get to level 4 and level 5, as far as severity of like the communication and the things that y'all talk about that ain't really like, how do I want to put it? The things that y'all go through that's like high level and that's like severe, like a you know how these category 5 hurricanes. It's like it's got to be level 3. We ain't breaking up over level 3 stuff. When it start being more level 4 things and more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 level 4, that means level 5 is gonna be next, and that's coming. It's gonna happen.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Okay. So before we move on, I just want to say thank you when I said uncomfortable conversations and like saying like someone, babe, you're gaining weight. I appreciate you for not talking about me being 280 because that was a perfect place for you to say that and you didn't and you're growing and I'm proud of you for that. Genuinely.
Wait. About what?
I'm crying.
Say you 280, you was 280?
Anytime I bring up weight, you're gonna say something about 280 and I brought it up and you didn't do it. And I'm just really want to say thank you and I'm proud of you.
I mean, everybody already know you was 280 though.
Okay.
I didn't have to bring that up.
You brought it up any other time. After they knew for the 15th time.
You was 280 or 283?
I was 279, actually. That was the biggest I ever. I didn't make it to the 280. I was 279, exactly. Fuck you. We're not going down this path again. Right. Okay, so I have a question.
Got a question.
Do you feel, and I already know the answer to this, but we're going to dig deep on how you feel like this could change, and I don't want you to be like hesitant to say anything. It's not going to happen. But do you feel that Black men are appreciated? And do you feel like Black men have always been, like they never have been appreciated? Do you think it was like better back in the day? Do you think it's getting worse progressively? Like, what do you feel about that?
I mean, it's such a
broad question.
Yeah,
but it is like
by
Black
who?
men
by what race?
Not by race, by women.
By what race?
Yeah, by women.
I
think, and kids, like their children and women.
I think we the most appreciated race on the planet by women.
All right. You think you men are appreciated?
I think us as Black men, we're the most appreciated on planet Earth by women.
Really?
Yeah, even if it's not by our own, by all the other races, they mess with us.
Well, you know that statistically Black women are the most loyal to their own race? Did you know that? So you're talking about all the other race mess with us.
It just makes sense because Black women, people don't like Black women. Other races don't like Black women.
That's
it's true.
Lie.
No, it's true though.
No, it's not. These white men are
all right. Outside of that, all right. Now, what other race then? Because a lot of them. I'm not saying that they're wearing beautiful, but a lot of them, they prejudice. Like you go to Europe, they looking at Black women like. They looking at you go over there like, what you doing over here? Like, you know what I'm saying? They looking at Black women. They just do. You know what I'm saying?
I think that there's a lot of men who want Black women. I think secretly, yes, but now more publicly, now that things are shifting in the society, I feel like a lot of, like every race of man has wanted me.
Black women are the most frowned upon by all the races.
I could see that.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a knock, but it just. They are.
But you're saying that you just said that other races don't want Black women, and that's a lie. They want Black women. I mean, they do,
but they just culturally sometimes it just don't look good on the outside, like publicly, but they do low key. Like low key. I done seen it.
I don't even think it's low key. They high key.
Nah, because
a lot of the women now who are not Black are creating Black features to look like Black women. Getting BBLs, getting their lips done, getting all the stuff, dressing. Again, Black people culturally create the vibe. So at the end of the day, all the culture is from Black people, period, point blank. So you are emulating a Black woman. You're just in a different skin tone.
I think the Black woman is the most underappreciated race
I could agree with
on
that.
the planet Earth.
And you think more than Black men?
I think we the most appreciated.
Really?
Yeah, because you gotta understand when we go, like, we bigger, we stronger, we more athletic than all the races, right? Our DNA is the strongest out of all the races. You know, you mix Black with anything, it's gonna turn. And then so like when we go overseas, we exotic.
You love saying that.
We
get
think about all the places I go because look, I go to China, I go to Australia, they looking like, like pointing really tall. Like they just, you know what I'm saying? We look like we dinosaurs before people look at us there walking down the street like, look. It's crazy. You go to Greece, you go to Italy, you go to Australia, you go to China, you go to these different places, and you the only one, you in the club and you the only one in there. Like, yeah.
But being fetishized and being appreciated are two different things. People fetishize Black men. Ooh, you're tall, your skin, like you're being fetishized.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing that white people are different. No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
It's definitely not. It's nowhere near the same thing. They don't appreciate you, and they don't give a damn about if you live or die. They fetishize the fact that you're tall, you're black, you look a certain way, and it's exciting to them. It's like they're at a museum. That's what they used to do in slavery days. They used to make black people fight each other, and they can watch it. That's what they. No, because the point is you're that's being fetishized. We're talking about, but this is what's blowing me.
That's being appreciated.
Okay, you told me earlier that black men are not appreciated by nobody, not their kids, You literally said that. So now I'm confused at what the switch is. So now you guys are the most appreciated men in the world because you have said
the world is a big place.
I said by women. I said by the people are black men. Do they feel appreciated? Do they feel like?
Yeah. Because
you've said on this podcast 1,000,000 times that black men are not appreciated, that women don't make men feel good, appreciated for the things they do.
I've never said that. You could fact check that.
This is, please.
Pull that up.
Darnell, you're going to have to please pull him saying that and put it in this clip, please.
No, you said that it has something to do why I never said we are unappreciated by everybody. We're only unappreciated by certain groups.
And what are those groups?
Cops.
Okay.
Politicians.
Okay.
And but when we talk about when we just start digging into the city and the people. Everything, it's levels to this. We appreciate it.
Okay, I cannot. So you changed your mind.
Maybe all right. So look,
I just want to make sure.
I'm saying on an overall bigger scale on appreciation.
But I keep getting it off of the bigger scale, and I keep telling you
we appreciate it around the world.
But I'm not asking about that.
What you asking? About from just women?
Or we talk about relationships. I'm not talking about the world. Yeah. I'm saying, do black men feel appreciated in their relationships with women and feel like they can, get that power from a woman? Like, I feel good about doing this. I feel great. Like, this man is suing the girl for all these gifts and all of this stuff. Like, did you feel unappreciated? What is the reason? And I hear a lot of men say that they're not appreciated, they're not cared for, they're not asked, are you doing okay? How are you feeling? What's going on? I appreciate you, I love you. And you've said this a lot of times. So now I'm just confused about what the switch up, and that's good. I feel great that you're switching it up.
I'm switching it up because I've traveled a lot and I've seen it. It's just not.
You traveled a lot since a month ago when you said this.
A couple months ago, it's just not local. Appreciation. It's just appreciation around the world.
So you're saying since a couple months you've been able to travel the world and now you feel like you're appreciated.
Or go on Instagram and see.
What do you see on Instagram?
Appreciation post.
Appreciation, what do you see on Instagram?
Just appreciation post.
And what is that?
From just people around the world.
It's just black men, we love you.
You don't have to say that. I mean, that's what I am. You don't have to say.
But I'm saying, what do you see? I'm asking so I can know.
Pure creature of God. We love your skin.
This is sick. You're being a mess. I'm trying to have a serious conversation, but you're not getting serious. So anyways, you had a whole nother viewpoint, and I really want to have this clipped in because you had a whole nother viewpoint multiple times. So I'm just really shocked that now you're saying black men are the most appreciated by women specifically.
By women, because you made it specific.
By women. No, yes. You've said specifically by women is who black men are not appreciated.
I never said that.
Okay.
The man, like you said, it's like the lady gets so used to what he doing all the time.
It turned into entitlement.
Bam, that part. And they get unappreciated. And it's just like women, y'all, every now and then could just be like, damn, I appreciate you. Once a month, dog, you know how much a man as a man who provide and as a leader who just want to make sure your life is happy, just to hear those words. You ain't got to cook, clean. If you just said, damn, man, you know what? I'm proud of you. I appreciate that you. Right there. That'll melt
make a nigga feel like he's 10 feet tall.
I can't wait.
Pull that clip up.
I sure
Fact
will.
check that.
Okay, I will.
All right.
I cannot wait for that. So now, what happens when you're wrong?
We'll talk about it.
All right. That sounds good.
Because I got to see what kind of context I put it in. You know, I may have said something, but I must have been slipping. Are black women appreciated by men?
Are black women appreciated by men? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like nowadays, I think that other races, like how you do a lot, are more put on a pedestal. And I see that a lot, especially from you. And so I feel like, black women do kind of feel disrespected and they feel underappreciated a lot of the time. Yes, because all I see on the internet is black men downing black women every day. In our comments, it's way more men. I would assume when I started this journey that it would be women hating on women. Every bad negative comment about me is mainly from a man. I rarely see a woman comment negative. And I didn't know men were so catty like that. And so quick to want to put a black woman down. Like, she's trash. She's this, she's that. She's like the most horrible things you can think of. And I'm like, who raised y'all? Because I come from a generation and my dad and how I was taught, like, I never see my dad talk down on a woman like that. Even if he can't stand this motherfucker, he's not gonna sit in my face and pillow talk about another woman or bring her down. He probably did it in his own room, like this bitch, but it was never that. And I feel like black women, all I see on the internet is how white women are better. American, non-American women are better. This and that are better, better, better. And it's like, have your preference, but don't bring us down while you're doing it. If you want to be with a woman that's not American or not white, do that. But stop referencing it to a black woman. Because when black women get with white men, they're not talking about black men are trash. They're just loving and living their life with this white man, period. And it's like, you don't have to sit here and down the other race because you don't want to fuck with them. You don't have to do that. At the end of the day, if you want to mess with a white woman and an Asian woman and this woman, go do that and leave us out of the conversation. Period, point blank. And I think that that's what the women are frustrated about. And if we have an opinion on this, we're aggressive. See, she has too much of opinion. That's why they don't like you. That's because you talk too much. You're loud. Okay.
Well, this is the thing, too. And the reason why black women get so much hate is because how we, on our TV shows, across these platforms, how people look at us. So when you start they look at us like an ignorant group of people.
Right.
And especially like when you look across the platforms and you start looking at the Real Housewives of whatever, and we glorify the shaking that ass, we glorify the fighting, we glorify the talking about each other. I'm talking about like black women. We glorify it.
You know that white women do that too, though.
And the ratings are off the chain too.
You know that white women do that too, though.
Not
Jersey Shore, the housewives of like Pontiac or the other housewives of Beverly Hills is white women. It's not black women on that at all. So I'm letting you know there's a lot of housewives that are not, the one is basketball wives. I'm talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is all white women throwing drinks at each other, cursing each other out. But guess what? It is not as bad because they're white, right? It's not as aggressive. It's not as ghetto. It is not as raunchy because they're white women doing it. Black women are always held to a way higher standard. We always have to prove why we deserve to have a seat at the table. We always have to prove that we deserve to be here. No matter, we always have to be way more classier than you. A white girl can come in here half naked and I can come in here with a little titty showing, and guess what? I'm a whore. Like, it's always gonna be this comparison, and I think that black women are tired of being compared. Do I agree with you that culturally black people are doing too much, shaking ass and this and that? Yes, I don't think you're wrong. Like Zeus Network and Jocelyn's Cabernet and all of that stuff is out of line.
This is the thing. When you're American culture, you're being more watched than anybody. Like when you think about culture in America, who sets the trends? Who sets the tone for how we dress, how we look, how we act, how we run, how we play sports? It's us.
Yeah, I agree. agree.
So we're already up here as far as eyeballs watching us. So then people around the world are going to assume, just like from watching us on every microscope and every camera and every national platform, that's how we are. But we don't do us no favors by putting more shows out there like the Cosbys or just like a classy Housewives of this show. No, we want the drama, and we feed off the drama because that's where the money is. Now it's about clout. It's about who can make the most noise, who could get the most attention, and we become attention whores for the money. It's just, if that's the only way that black women can make money, and I'm not saying that is the only way, but like when they're throwing dollars at black women being ignorant to one another, it feeds into it.
Yeah, I can.
And
agree
that's
with
what
that.
people see.
I can agree with
And
that.
now that's our perception of one another, and that's why we're looked at as a race, and that's how black women are looked at for that perception of being ignorant and men not wanting them from other races because of that. But it's entertaining.
But I will say that I see a lot of women with these other races now, and I've seen a lot of it recently. And I'm like, okay, these other races are messing with these women, and these black women are going to these other races and they're feeling like appreciated or whatever the case may be, is what I have seen from a lot of people these days. So I do see that there's a shift, and I was actually just thinking about it the other day. I'm like, look, if you're happy somewhere else and you want to be with a different race, do that. I don't think there's any problem with that. I'm a biracial product of a biracial parents, so I can't even hate on that at the end of the day. But I think the bigger problem is with this platform, we have to make sure that we're creating unity more than separation. Like, what are the things? How can we problem solve this? What are the things that we can do to close the gap between black men and black women? How can we be more united at the end of the day? You know, and I think that that's really, really important. And I think that's something that we should focus on more, because every day on the internet, all you see is why this person is, why women don't love, why. What are the solutions? Everyone is very problem-based.
Like, out of all of our role models,
Yeah.
like our top women, like
Yeah.
in this generation,
Yeah.
like who are our popular top women and what do they talk about?
Michelle Obama, she has a podcast.
No. This generation don't relate to her. She's older. They're not following Michelle Obama. Maybe an older generation is. They're following Sexy Red, Cardi B. They're following what are Glorilla. They're following Megan Thee Stallion. What do they talk about? Shaking their ass, popping that pee, dressing like this, and our kids are watching this.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Like who is the face? Who is the face for this generation? Those are the faces that the kids look up to. They turn on the TV. This is what they think. They don't have to turn on the TV no more. We go into our phone, and now this is what we got on us 24 hours a day to look at this. Oh damn, we just saw Cardi right there. We just saw Megan. We just saw Sexy Red. Oh, she said this. We can't be hypocrites to this, dog. We can't be, because this is what's being preached. This is what's getting fed to us.
But where is the hypocrisy coming in?
Like the hypocrisy is coming into like.
Because those are not my role models. So where is the hypocrisy?
The hypocrisy is black women want to be treated a certain way, but act a certain way.
You can't generalize a whole group of women.
Those are our influences.
Yeah, but you can't generalize a whole group of women. Not all women, not all black women.
I can't generalize all
Yeah, exactly.
women.
So there is a group.
But where do I go to see that group? Where is that group at?
Where are you at? Because change where you're at and you'll see that group.
Where's that group at, though? Where can I get a group of black women in one place that's like not being on some like crazy shit, like on some like Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, like
I don't go out and just see groups of women looking like Megan Thee Stallion and that.
Yeah, that's what I see from the kids. You go to any high school, any public school, go see that.
We're talking about high schools now. I don't know that.
Well, go to the public schools. You go there. You go to because I go to high school games and stuff.
I don't know
what
about
I'm saying?
that.
So I'm seeing the youth.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what they on.
Yeah, I can't speak to
and I'm
the
like,
youth.
damn, ain't nobody dressing regular no more?
Yeah, I can see that.
Damn.
I can't speak to the youth because I really am not involved or engulfed in that. So
I mean, that's what I see. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that it is the way it is, but that's the culture we live in.
Yeah.
So.
I get it. At the end of the day, I mean, listen, you can't change the world. You can only change what you do and what you surround yourself with.
100%.
And what kind of role model you decide you want to be for these kids and what you decide to listen to every day. You know what I mean? So I think those things are really important. And I think, like I said, you know, if you could just be better for yourself and it can help some other people, that's all you could do. Because it is right now we're in a crazy space. And I think that both Black women and Black men have contributed to that.
I'm trying to think, what race you think least contributes to society?
I don't think I want to answer that question.
You can't answer that. You
I'm not going to answer that. I am scared. Yeah, no.
What race least contributes to society?
Or what race is just like ducked off? That's a better way to put it. Like not all in
It's probably one of
pop
them
cultures.
races that you just never hear about, Harley. That just be like somewhere in like middle of Europe somewhere that you just don't even know about. They just
like Polish, people from Poland.
Yeah, there's just certain races that just they be on their own thing. They got
No, but let me just say this: I was in Switzerland, right, and I was at a dinner for the chef or whatever, and we had like a chef dinner, and there was this guy. He was from Switzerland, and he had like an accent, and he didn't speak a lot of English. This man, he was a white, like whatever race is in Switzerland. He's that, and he has like blonde hair, and he is over there quoting Black culture, like videos. He's like, bang, 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 yeah, bitch. Like, and it was blowing me. I was like, I'll never forget this, because I'm like, you got.
Wait, you just said he was quoting Black culture, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, no, because it's a video where it's like, it's this guy, and he's like, bang, 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 I'm in the hood, I'm in the ghetto.
It was a rap video or something?
Yeah, no, it was just a viral video that was on the internet. And he was just like, bang, 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 something. And he was quoting that, and then he was like, bitch, please, like just saying all this like Black slang. And it was crazy because I'm like, why do you know this? No. And I'll never forget that. No, but that's the point. It made me realize I'm in Switzerland. I was either in Germany or, yeah, one of those places, because I went to like 5 places in a week. But that was crazy to me, and I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, I do understand how much influence that Black culture does have. And I think right now we're just lost, and we're just all over the place. And I feel bad for young girls that feel like they have to live up to that and have these bodies and have this and be perfect and all of that stuff. But yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for tuning in.
Another day, another dollar, another episode of Truth After Dark. Man, continue to watch, subscribe, have these juicy conversations. Is there anything you'd like us to discuss? Subjects, make sure you DM us. If you got questions, put it in our DMs, Truth After Dark on Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff.
Sounds good.
We out. This is to taking over the game. All right, everybody. Welcome to Truth After Dark.
Do you think that men or women are more toxic?